YouTube faithful, what is going on? It is the night before D-Day. Tomorrow is NFL Sunday, week 1. We got Scott Hansen with the witching hour, red zone, you name it. We're gonna be sweating it, brother. I mean, my goodness, we waited, 200 plus days for this moment. It's finally here. I told y'all we had the appetizer, the bloomin' onion, the rattlesnake bites if you go to Texas Roadhouse, but now tomorrow we're getting the steak, the ribeye, the ribs, and my goodness, we might even throw some shrimp in that beast because it's all hitting tomorrow, boys. It's all hitting. We got DraftKings, UnderDog, Best Ball. We got PrizePicks. We got Chalkboard. All the free squares. We're cashing it all in. So the fact is this, it's time to cook, and we're gonna cook. I'm going to go over some PrizePicks plays, some parlay props that I like. I'm going to give you some DraftKings advice. I'm going to wrap it all, tie a bow on it, and ship it off. And hopefully you guys hit the like and subscribe button, and everybody's a winner. Now, if you're new to this channel, the name is Captain Crush. I cover all the fantasy sports, MLB, WNBA, NBA, and NFL specifically, especially. That's my bread and butter. I do DraftKings, GPPs. I do it all. And the goal is to teach you a winning process so you can do it all and watch these videos and maybe crack a smile or two while you're doing it. So right out of the gate, let's talk about it. What are we doing? Where are we going? Well, let me give you guys step number 1. You want to go over here to wherever you want. Outliers, my proof of pudding. You can see the spreads. Texans, Colts, 3-point spread, 48.5. You want to cross out all these types with the 41 to 39.5 unless you have some type of a gut read. Now, we're not going to worry about the 2 night games. That's a separate thing. We're worried about the main 12-game slate. So, since it's week 1, I won't put too much value on it, but I do think this Falcons one could be a little bit higher scoring. I think the Falcons are going to be going yarn this season. They got a gunslinger with Kirk Cousins. They have a lot of offensive weapons, and I hope the best for them. My Lord in heaven knows they need it. The Falcons need it like air. I think this Dolphins game is going to be high octane. I think it's hitting, and I think this Texans game is hitting. I mean, these 3 games right here, Texans, Bills, Dolphins, and then throw in that Falcons as a flyer, and you're in the mix. That's really all we need. Look at that. I mean, every game is 3.5, 1.5. Vegas doesn't know what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on yet. So let's hop over here to D-Jizzle and see if they know what's going on. Now, we're going to use this to look at all the books, and we're going to see what we can find. Now, you could see McCaffrey under 21 fantasy points. He's questionable all week long with the calf. I don't put too much stock in that because, honestly, guys, the fact of the matter is this. They're all questionable week 1 pretty much. You can't put too much stock in it. Charbonnet, and I'm not talking wine, under 6.5 rush attempts. That's going to be sweaty. Swift and Pollard over 87.5 rush combo. I think that's crispy, y'all. Taylor and Diggs under 151. That's a little wombo receiver and RB combo. Devontae Adams under 16. Chase Brown under 9. Anthony Richardson over 9 rushing attempts. Hey, by the way, you DraftKings players, Anthony Richardson's going to be mega chalk. Everybody and their mother is going to be on Anthony Richardson tomorrow. And I believe he's roughly, 6,700 or something like that? If you want to eat that chalk, you best gobble, 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 and make sure you're overexposed to him. Take a stand, jabroni. Michael Pittman, 5.5 receptions. That's hitting on all counts. I like it. I got him projected roughly for 5.8. Let's call it 6. Hopefully he gets it done. Last season, he was a little wagging on those receptions. Hopefully the trend continued. All right. Now, if you want to get in the mix on this for all NFL season long, DG Fantasy right here, use code CRUSH35. 35% off of their season quarterly package. Get in the mix. Links in the description, fella. Again, that's code CRUSH35. Now, you know what I like to do week 1? I like to make gut calls. Bang, bang, gut calls. And gut call number 1, this show is going to be called First and Goal or Third and Long. If you are competent enough and made it to the comments for this long, leave a comment and let me know. First and Goal or Third and Long for the NFL Saturday night, Sunday show. Let me know, boys. I'm begging you to let me know. I'm not creative like that. So I think we got to target these fins. Now, where are we going with these fins? I mean, do you want to target one of the best wide receivers to ever play the game? My goodness, Tyreek Hill, 19.5 fantasy score, 98.5 receiving yards. My goodness, I think it's absolutely in play, but personally, I'm not going there. Not for PrizePicks, y'all. I might go there for DraftKings. In fact, most likely, I will go there for DraftKings. If you want to take his 10.5 receiving targets, I should say, that's absolutely fine. Obviously, his gobby's going to be optimal. Gobby. What, you thought we weren't going to have any gobbies? Think again. 69.5 for old Tyreek Hill. It's in play. Remember, what you can do is stack up both sides of that. You got Trevor Lawrence in that mix, but one of my favorites is going to be Evan Ingram. More 11.5 fantasy score. And you want to talk about Gabby. 24.5 receiving yards for this man is absolutely in play. So are his receptions, baby. He's literally do it all. He left a poverty team, and now he's on a team that likes to throw. They do it all. It's a 49.5 point total. Give me all the Graham, and I'm talking Graham. He's got touchdown upside. He's got it all, baby. Give it to me. Now, if you go over here to where I do my projections, you can see I got him projected for 7.7 targets, 5 receptions, 52 yards, and 12 fantasy score. Right there. Blue, green, and yellow. So the yellow tells you he's a dart. The green tells you it's going to be over more than what his PrizePicks line is. And the blue tells you it's going to be way over. Just kidding. The blue just means he has a high ceiling potential. And the green means it's solid. So, Evan Ingram, you just saw I got him projected for 52 receiving yards. Over 5 receptions. 7.7 receiving targets. All these are in play. I do like his fantasy score as well because it's going to give me touchdown equity. Because he does have touchdown equity. He catches one that puts him at 7. Bang! 1 for the catch. Bang! 6 for the TD! Now, it's hard as heck to predict who's going to get their smelly, grubby toes into that box. Predicting who's going to score touchdowns is very, very hard. I don't care who you are, man. I don't care who you are. It's very hard. But I know a lot of you D-gens are going to be on the anytime touchdown props. And I got to hand it to you. You guys are D-gens. Where is it? Can I find it? Where's the anytime touchdown? Rush plus reception TD. Okay. This one's going to be popular. This one's going to be popular. McCaffrey's is a freaking goblin. They should all be demons. My favorite one is probably going to be old Bijan. Everybody and their mother is going to be on Bijan to get a touchdown tomorrow. He's going to be the highest owned running back on the slate for DraftKings tomorrow, 100%. I think CeeDee Lamb's going to be popular. I think A-Chain is going to be popular. I think they're all going to be popular. But you want to know what Captain Crush likes? I like these two right here. I like old David Montgomery, the wagon. He gets those goal line carries. I drafted him in my season-long fantasy, and I will take a shot on him. I don't love these type of stats to take on PrizePicks. I would take them on a normal book where you can have an option to get paid more, but they do have them at Demons here, so if you do want to jip and jive and get in the mix, you could go there. Now, if you think Zeke is going to be drafted that team to do the goal line work, that would be the one you want to call, not CeeDee Lamb. You'd literally want to go with Zeke. Either one of those, don't put them in the same lineup. Don't be a jabroni. Again, it's week 1. We don't know who's going to be getting all the target share for these guys that are on new teams. All we can do is make educated guesses, okay? That's it. But I'm telling you, Ingram's Demon 2, I like it. Mr. Spears. Oh, Mr. Spears. Is Spears going yarn? I just don't know if he's going yarn. I mean, there's so many of these to choose from. Any of these Houston ones, it's literally roulette with these guys, y'all. It's roulette, bro. I'm telling you. So, get out of here with this. I think we've talked enough about PrizePicks. Let me see if there's anything else for the receiving yards, y'all. Let me see. Receiving yards. Where are we at here? Where are we at? Oh, Shakir, Coleman, Kincaid. Those guys have a chance to go yard. 32.5 receiving yards for Coleman or Shakir. Either one of these gents is fine. You could stack it up with Allen. The Arizona Cardinals had one of the worst defenses last year. I'm not worried about them this year. I think you could stack up the Bills on DraftKings and on PrizePicks. Now, PrizePicks is going to punish you a little bit for correlating those lineups because they don't want you to win. But you can finagle and fadangle around in there and get some things to go your way. Now, Nico Collins, guess what, fella? You're going to be playing, you know how we play Dodger Roulette on this channel with Bang, with Mookie, with Freeman, with Yo Yarn Tani. Well, now we're going to be playing Texan Roulette, baby, and we don't have a gun. Collins, Diggs, Dell. It's eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and you throw in Schultz in that mix. And there you go. Stephon Diggs, I'm looking at you, brother. You're looking like a decoy. Bang, you're off the wheel. Nico Collins, you got the highest number. I'm going to give you a shot. I drafted him in my season long, and I'm going yarn with him. all season long. Best ball 2, baby. And then Dalton Schultz. Receiving yards, receptions, fantasy score. The man respects coin. Any of it's fine with me. Tank the Hank Dell. Absolutely, he's coming back from injury. We got to wait and see what's good. We got to wait and see who's going yarn. But I will attack those guys. Remember, y'all. Bang! High point totals on both sides. Close-knit spread. You attack it. High point total means fantasy production. That's what we're shooting for. Now, in the long run, taking unders on all these are going to be the move down the line. But while we're in week 1, there's a lot of inefficiencies. The books don't know what's going on, just like we don't know what's going on. So what we got to do is make educated guesses. My boy Shaheed, he might be in the mix. My boy Osborne, he's 100% in the mix. He left that poverty team. They're 7.5-point dogs. They're going to be throwing from behind most likely. Bang! KJ Osborne, you just made the list. I know you got upside. I've seen it. I think the man won me a GPP last year. I can't remember. And let's not forget about DJ Moore, baby. Absolutely. If you're talking about fingernail polish, you got to talk about DJ Moore. You can't have bread without butter. And there he is. Caleb Williams and DJ Moore. That would be your 1v1 stack, y'all. All right? Take Caleb, take DJ. He's his number 1. That's what I would do. That's how I would play it. Look at this. 150,000 people are on these 2 squares. That's enough to get me off of it. Pause? Oh yeah. But I do think you could consider it. The field goal props on the low scoring games, the defensive battles, yes sir. Those are all in play. Folks, we'll get it hammered down as the season progresses. Again, this is week 1. Have some fun with it. Focus on what you're doing. Try to figure out what's good. Try to figure out the schemes, the analytics of it all, and you will be fine, okay? That is what you're trying to do. Just have fun with it, y'all. Just enjoy Red Zone tomorrow. I'm working on a promo for a pick'em site that will include an NFL 1-month premium package, which will give you DGen's 1 month of NFL Premium Plus, where you can get Red Zone for free for a month. I'm working on that partnership. Let me cook! So, we've done everything there is to do with PrizePicks for now, okay? You can get on UnderDog, Chalkboard. They all have their squares. I got links in the description for all of them. Go ahead, eat up, baby. But for now, I'm going to build this with you guys live. Ingram, 5 receptions. Nico, 67.5 receiving yards. And Pittman, 5.5 receptions. I think these 3 are fine. Ingram and Collins are my favorite. Pittman is my least favorite. This is the 2 that I like. I have a bunch other ones behind my Discord. I do DraftKings write-ups, player pools, projections, all of it. And I run it through a Discord via Dub Club. So before I talk about DraftKings, let me show you what that's all about, fam. So this here's it. This is the Discord. And as you can see, baby, Captain Crush was cooking yesterday. I cooked Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. Cash it all. All these 6-leg parlays, they're coming in, baby. I cooked. I literally pretty much swept the NFL games on Thursday and Friday, baby. I'm not joking. Look at this. Dr. Rowley's just joined. He's already getting dubs. Jaden Reed, Dobbs, Jake Elliott, Jordan Love, Shohei Ohtani. All these were on my list, baby. All of it. MSTGE went yarn. My goodness. We swept the chalkboard discounts, baby. Captain Crush, 37 units on Friday. I was up 37 units. I mean, what else do I need to say? And I could have been up 1,000 units if it wasn't for a hook. The faceless man, we won him over. He's a full-time Cord member now. He left his other cords. He put us on. He's in the mix. Andres, my boy, he hooked me up with Starbies. He cashed his $500 nuke. Little help from Crush, little help from everybody. He got in the mix and he got me some Starbies. The man cooked. Look, absolute cinema master class. I'm glad. DS28 says shout out with the bangers. He's absolutely right, but at the end of the day, he still took Cease over 7.5Ks today. When Captain Crush said to take under, you sold. You sold. If I cash you in NFL, I'm going to cash you in MLB. But check it. Barkley was the play of the day, sweat free. Jaden Reed was play number 2, sweat freaking free. Now look at how they got crushed. Scooby-Doo! He hooked me, and I had his Gobby, but with this one, I went with the full line. He hooked me. 5 of 6 for 2.25x. And then check this out, y'all. Check out the nuke. 5 of 6 because of Jordan Love 2 fantasy score. 100 to win 2,500. Reese cash, Barkley cash, Brown cash, Mookie cash, Reed cash. I told everyone, take Love's first half. That's where the value was. I know the Eagles offense. I know they run the clock like that. Captain Crush knows. But I was rushing. As you can see, I put it more 8.5 first half fantasy. I like his full game at 17.5. They bumped it, so we have to take the clear value at 8.5. That is what we should have done. But I was rushing to get my DraftKings done. I was on live stream. It is what it is. 5 of 6, 2x. I'll take my 200. It ain't bad. I still cooked. Jerry says, thanks. You're welcome. Iceberg cashed. Captain Crush cashed. Look, on DraftKings Showdown, I had a chance to win first in 20. I had 20 lineups in and 20 lineups cashed in last night's Showdown. Bang. I mean, for those of you that play DraftKings, you know how hard that is. At one point, I was winning 780, but that last drive where they kicked the field goal, it bumped me down all the way back. I came in 24th, was my best lineup, and all I needed was 2 points to overtake first. If Melton would have gotten anything, literally sneezed, I would have shipped it all for like over 10K, but I'm happy with it. Cash the second half. I told you guys on live stream the second half, the 2 kickers for the second half. Easy peasy. I said this game's going to come down to a field goal. I called it. Bang. And then the chalkboard. Gave you the pairs under Captain Slip. Cash all 3 of them, baby. Cash it, cash it, cash it. Cash the 3-man. That was a crispy hundo. Cash the 2-man. And then my boy Burr, you sold your play of the day Dotson. I went with it, Burr. You sold me. It's okay. I still got 2x where it's all good, brother. And then we're back to square one. So a lot of people went yarn. Not just then, but Thursday too, baby. Thursday too. Look at this. The opening slip. We almost had a full perfect thing. It is what it is. So if you want all my daily plays, my projection sheets, my fantasy write-ups, all of it, you got to get in the Discord. I do projections just like this every Sunday and color code it for you D-Gens to know what's up for NFL, Showdown, Slate, and the main games as well. And as I'm making this video, they bumped up Nico to 68.5, but that's okay because Captain Crush already got him in. Let's go. Let's go. But now you got to go to CaptainCrush.net. That's CaptainCrush.net. Slide down to the gold package. Buy now. You can get 6 months for $125 a discount or 1 month for $24.99, and you'll get everything that I just talked about. I'm doing it for the cheap. I do live streams Monday through Friday at 4:45 Central. There's a live stream on Sunday at 9:30 or 10 a.m. Central, live before lock for last minute adjustments. I'm a man of the people. I'm doing the Lord's work. I hope to see you D-Gens in the mix. If you're on the fence, ask somebody if they like it. They'll tell you the truth. Unless they're just a hater like Neek or someone's crazy like that. So let's talk about DraftKings, the moment we're all here for. Now, you see all these contests, right? You want to filter it out. Sunday, 12, main slate, 9-8, tournaments, GPPs, guaranteed prize pool. I'm just going to assume that most of you know how this works. If you don't, too bad, so sad. Get in the court. Now, this is my favorite tournament. The 600K power sweep, 3-entry max. $150 gets you in. $450 gets you all 3 lineups. $100K for first, baby. Woo! 6 figures, man. Absolutely. That'd be life-changing for 90% of you guys watching this. Who you kidding? You win 100K, you're in your bag, you're going yard. You'd be on vacation tomorrow, you D-Gen. You can't cap Captain Crush. So, I'm going to be maxed entered in that tomorrow. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to load up my funds and I'm going to be maxed entered in a lot. Probably with like 2K, 3K on the line. But first, we got a $5 million contest right here. Someone's going to turn $5 into $1 million. Are you kidding me? 5 into $1 million? That's absurd. But somebody's going to do it. Somebody's going to do it. So, this is what I got. Everybody is going to be taking these options. Caleb Williams at 5,900, okay? Or they're going to be taking Anthony Richardson at 6,300. Rightfully so. Richardson is the nuts at this price, I absolutely think. And that's fine. If you want to take Anthony Richardson, it's a high point total. You could stack up this game 100 different ways if you want, and you probably would land on a winner. Now, this is my advice to you. If you're going to take Anthony Richardson, you got to be overweight. And when I say overweight, I mean every freaking lineup. No FOMO. FOMO kills dreams. It kills your DraftKings lineups. You can't be afraid of missing out. You got to take a stand, my brother and sister in Christ. So Anthony Richardson, if you want to play him tomorrow, you're playing a 20 max, I better see him in all 20 lineups. That's how you win. That is how it's done. I don't care what anyone tells you. So remember that. You want to take him? That's fine. You could pair him up with his boy Pittman, and then you could start running it back with the Texans. You got Collins, you got Schultz, you got Diggs, you got Dell. Any of those guys you could run it back with. So this right here would be a crispy little stack. All right, you could throw Diggs in there. You could throw in Collins and Dell. I kind of like doing this. So Richardson and Pittman, right? And then instead of taking another receiver for Richardson, you'd be contrarian and take 2 receivers on the opposite side. That's crazy. Collins, Dell, Pittman, Richardson. And then you could even take the tight end Schultz, and you'd literally have 3 from the opposite side, okay, with still Pittman and Richardson. I think that's a contrarian build. That's a way you could get different by targeting the chalk game. Chalk on DraftKings, by the way, doesn't mean bad. It means the lineup that everybody's on, the obvious build, the obvious player. That's what playing the chalk means when you're referring to DraftKings. It's not the same as a chalk slip on PrizePicks, y'all. So understand the lingo. So if you play the chalk, which is Anthony Richardson, everyone's going to be on him. You want to find a way to get different. So if you did a build like this, and then you could start filling it in with a flex, defense, running backs, etc. Another build that I like, another option, everyone's going to be on Caleb Williams. You can literally pivot to the man, the myth, the legend, Baker Mayfield at 5,600, and you could absolutely get in the mix. Pair him up with Evans, and then what I like to do is pair him up with his running back too and get on. Oh, baby, they rush down to the goal line. He hands it to White. You're getting in the mix. That right there is a crispy stack. It's probably going to be popular because White's going to be popular, but I don't think too many people are going to be on Baker on a 12-man week 1 slate, but Captain Crush will. I will definitely have shares of this right here, and I don't even know if I'm going to have a run back, but if I did, it's going to be Scary Terry McLaurin at 56. Hopefully he's improved. He has potential. We all know he has potential. I think this is a good stack right here. McLaurin, Evans, White, Mayfield. Bang, bang, and bang. And then finally, I'll go over one more because I don't want this video to get too long. We got Josh Allen, the obvious spend up spot at quarterback. He has the highest upside aside from maybe Richardson and Stroud, but Josh Allen's more proven than either of those gents. So you could take Josh Allen, and then he cost a lot, but he's got 2 receivers that don't cost much at all. Shakir Coleman, the rook, and Kincaid, the tight end GOAT. Any of these could be mixed and matched. You could take any of this as a stack. I don't even think you need a run back. The Cardinals are poverty. If you wanted to run it back with, like, who else? Harrison. He's going to be popular tomorrow, but I'm personally not going there. But any of these 3 would be fine. I think that's fine. And then the last one, I said I was going to do 3, but I'm going to do one more, and that is the man, the myth, the legend, part 2. Kirk Cousins. You gotta have Kirk Cousins. Who doesn't love Kirk Cousins? Let me beat you one time. Kirk Cousins is the man. Cousins to London could be absolutely feeding families this season. Is it going to? I'm not sure, but Cousins, London, Pitts, and then the curveball, Bijan Robinson. Nobody's going to have a build like that. They're going to just take Bijan and call it a day, maybe Pitts. But if you take Cousins, Robinson, London, Pitts, overexpose yourself to it with no run back, you're going to be different. That is how you want to be thinking, y'all. Contest selection's important. Game scripting's important. Getting different's important. And most of all, having fun is important. I hope you guys do. We'll get more detailed as season goes on, but for now, that's pretty much it. Remember, let me know in the comments, should it be 1st and goal or 3rd and long? Let your boy know, and I will also have Showdown content for you guys on Mondays, Thursdays, and possibly Sunday night. Probably not Sunday night. I'll do a live stream in the Discord behind the paywall, but Mondays and Thursdays for sure, and I also do baseball videos and NBA videos all season long. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe, know your role, pay the toll. Here's the salute, and as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.